Hello, Zelda fans, and welcome to this 3-in-1 race against Antlerz and alsoa. I am here in the booth with CD Improv, and we are going to try and make sense of everything that's going to happen. CD, how you doing today?
Oh, I'm good, thanks, Bakuda. How's your day going?
My day's going pretty good. Even better now that we're going to get some Zelda action.
I know, I'm excited. And before we get too wrapped up in this, we definitely want to thank MX Allen for doing our tracking in the background. It's always helpful having somebody hit all those buttons and light all the nice, pretty things up. So
Absolutely.
Let's see. Antlerz is a second quest low percentage record holder. alsoa, for some unknown reason, likes math and second quest. So let's hope for all shapes.
You know, I am all for that.
I
all
think it'd be
shapes or
fun.
first quest. I mean, let's
Or
throw
heart
them
shuffle.
off. If
Heart
these guys
shuffle.
have all the second quest, oh yes, please, let's get us some shapes with heart shuffle, and then a Zelda locked behind a Chevy room and a seed that's hard to find the ladder.
It'd be fun, but it looks like we're going to start on the coast with 8 bombs. Antlerz is going to bomb immediately. alsoa is going to go around the corner, check the open cave and the coast item. So we may know if we have item shuffle here in a minute. We definitely have overworld enemy shuffle because those mummies should not be there, which is fantastic.
And those look like that might have been vanilla hints there. And I did not see what was on the coast there on alsoa's side.
I'm wondering if it was a boomerang or a bow. Sometimes given the sprite color, since the wooden items will actually match the tunic of the player, it's a little difficult to see them. But yeah, it wasn't a heart.
Definitely wasn't a heart.
Ooh,
I'm also...
chat's saying it's a red ring. Thank you, chat.
Ooh, that would be nice.
Well, I mean, I don't know that we'll actually see them to go get it, but yeah, we can hope.
And we're looking at some vanilla secrets here on Antler's side.
Yeah, that could be interesting, especially if it's first quest overworld. We've had a lot of issues with that's a red candle, so that could actually mean that our wood sword is blocked by a burn bush today.
There are suddenly many locations where that could be.
Yeah, force wood sword blocks can roll on, which means we won't know until we actually find it.
To make up for that, though, we do get a free candle.
I mean, free candles are good. Those are very, very helpful. And yeah, we got a better look at that. That is definitely the red ring hanging out on the coast. I mean, I love it when the game puts it somewhere I know where it is. alsoa finds the first 100 secret under vanilla level 8.
And that is a very nice place for it, too.
I'm gonna need to see alsoa try to actually kill something that would normally be tanky before we call or Antlerz for that matter, before we call 1 HP enemies.
Antler's picking up his red candle. So we are going to be burning this forest.
Well, that's a good answer there. We have a straight first quest overworld. That only shows up as a cave like Vanilla 2 when it is a real first quest overworld. So we're gonna have 300 rupee secrets out there.
And in that Vanilla 2 spot, alsoa finding level 6, he's gonna dive in here, see if he can canonic. Well, he can't canonic key in that room.
He's gonna wait. He can canonic key in this room. There's a shutter door.
Oh, there is a shutter door. Okay.
Shutter door. He doesn't have a bomb. He just needs the bat to actually fly towards him, or at least closer to the candle flame, because you have to be next to the door or close enough to walk through it. And the bat's like, no. All right. I kind of want to see. Oh well. The candle flame did not kill the Armos. Really good canonic there from alsoa. He's gonna re-enter the room to make sure that it saves. And yeah, it does. It's not 1 HP enemies. The Armos did not, in fact, die to a single candle flame.
Despite that, though, alsoa having a lot of good luck with that candle in this level 6.
He is right now. What he's hoping is that that bunny shuffles out with the key sitting up there on. Oh, there we go. This could actually be a transport staircase, or even your item staircase in level 6. There we go.
Let's see what this is gonna be.
Ooh, power bracelet. All right, we definitely have shuffled everything, so that'll be fun.
That's gonna be nice. That power bracelet in a straight first quest should open up 4 locations. That is assuming that the any roads shuffled.
Well, I mean, generally, when the power bracelet ends up in a dungeon, it kind of does mean that they have, because if it is still under the vanilla Armos, it's a little bit sketchy. It's like, really? All right, I'm not even going to bother checking more than 2. Meanwhile, Antlerz is up to 151 rupees. She's gonna take some of it, but this is feeling like a good money seed. Also gets hit with I think he hit himself on his own flame instead of taking the Lionel Bop, because the Lionel Bop is 2 hearts, whereas the Candle Flame is a half a heart.
Which, I mean, it does look like he did that, and nicely done avoiding that.
Yeah, because that Lionel Sword would have left him with very, very little health, and we could have been going back to start. Antlerz, meanwhile, is going to check out Casino Corner and find our first take any, and it's a really good thing the game gave us a free candle.
Because there are no spares to be found.
No, but again, this is vanilla first quest money, so we have 3 100 secrets, several 30s, and a bunch of 10s. So money-wise, we're not looking bad.
Not bad at all, and because you don't have to buy a candle, we could see a blue ring play today.
Well, maybe. Antlerz is going to find level 8 underneath this bomb spot up near the Lost Hills. Now, that entrance, that is second quest 8. He's about to try to walk through the wall. And since it didn't open when he pirouetted, he's going to be able to, and that just confirms the fact that
we are in second quest.
Hey,
I'm always happy to see a second quest 8, unless I'm playing, of course.
I mean, again, this is Antlerz, who is a second quest low percentage record holder, and this is also who actually likes second quest for some unknown reason. I mean...
Now, interesting to note, the Triforce was not in its own room, so it is shuffled out of its room. That's going to make it much more difficult to find.
More entertaining. Just means we get to spend more time in these dungeons. So, I didn't get a very good look at their Triforces, but we either have, depending upon our dungeon quest, 3 and 6 or 2 and 6, I believe. Because I think it was the bottom half of that, the bottom half of the square that 5 and 6 split. And then it was whatever is in the top right-hand corner, and that we won't know until, you know, we actually see what quest we're dealing with. I mean, a possible Goma block in level 8 sounds pretty good to me. It's a little bit spicy. Tells you your bow is on the outside of the dungeon, you know.
Yeah.
Though there is always
finding his level 8.
Yeah, he's gonna probably pirouette the door. But if you enter there, especially knowing that there are second quest dungeons on, you have to be thinking, oh, good, second quest, okay. But there might be parentheses above the word good. Now, it's worth noting that could still be a staircase room that also would just walk through, but we're not going to see either of them try to clear that anytime soon.
Antlerz finding level 3 on top of the waterfall. Very nice of him to get in there with half a heart.
We might have full second quest, which would mean I think that we have the Triforce for 3. Yeah, that looks like the L to me, because you're entering in the parenthesis column. There are probably 2 rooms to your right, and then it's going to keep going straight up, which means we might need to buy some bait. As also is going to take a death. Oh!
Ooh, the ladder is floor item on 3.
All right. Well, this is interesting, and yeah, chat's now saying we have shuffled enemy drops. I was distracted by the ladder, so I kind of missed it. Yeah, nope, there's bombs coming out of the grabby hands. We're gonna get a bunch of keys. This is really nice. So, again, I think this means that we started with the Triforce for 3, because then this is second quest. This is gonna be 3 and 6. There's an item underneath that Goma. It's just the map. Or, yeah, Goma. You know, whoever named all of these, who named all the monsters really had a thing for making a couple sound like, you know, everybody else.
Yep.
Like, really? You couldn't use any other letters and make it easier on people like me?
Ah, of course not.
Alright, so Antlerz, meanwhile, he's gonna go ahead, do an up-ace save. He's probably going after the red ring. I don't know that we would ever actually see Antlerz pick this up, like, if it wasn't sitting on the coast for free. Meanwhile, alsoa is picking up his exploration pretty much where he left off, which will get him over to level 3 here in just a minute. If he doesn't get shot by Lionel in the back.
And yeah, my assumption of a possible blue ring, I had forgotten about that free red ring just sitting on the coast. That is such a really nice thing to have right at the beginning of the game.
I mean, you can now face tank everything, and this is Antlerz we're talking about. He doesn't usually need to face tank things. Granted, neither does alsoa for that matter, though it would definitely be helpful on the screen.
But where alsoa is right now, he's going to find level 3 very soon, and you would think will also pick up that ladder.
He will. He should be able to get to it. He's got 3 keys. He doesn't have any bombs, but if he's lucky, the grabby hands that are in the reverse C room are going to go ahead and drop it for him. And we didn't see anything that couldn't be cleared without the candle. So as long as he makes it up the staircase, he should be doing fine. Alright, Antlerz is back to burning the countryside and checking all the open spots. A sword is really a good thing.
alsoa deciding to burn himself through instead of through the enemy.
I think that's fair. It's a quick enough little bop. You're probably going to up an A if the screen isn't anything, and it turns out it's actually level 3. alsoa, enjoying second quest, should know that he's in a second quest level 3. And there's his ladder, so, you know, he's about to end up finishing up level 3. He'll pick up the keys, see how far he can go, and then I imagine we're going to go see him up an A and go to the coast.
Absolutely, without a doubt, especially when you're starting that close to the coast.
Yeah, and I have to say, the keys on top of what alsoa already picked up in level 6, this is giving him a nice cushion for any of the levels that are, you know, notoriously key hungry. Looks like he's going to bomb some dark nuts. Okay.
Yeah, both of our runners sitting really well with keys. Antlerz having 4 keys, alsoa 5 now. I don't think keys are going to be an issue early on in this seed.
Well, we hope not. We still have Second Quest 7 and Second Quest 8 before us, so...
That is true.
alsoa's going to pick up the
Triforce there.
I think it just means that he didn't actually take a peek at his Triforces before he went into the dungeon, but that's fine. It actually kind of, you know, gave him some information maybe he didn't have. He is gonna go ahead and look for the second item. I do kind of like this idea. We know that this is a smaller dungeon. There are only so many options, but wasn't there a heart in the reverse C room?
I don't remember seeing a heart, but I do agree this is one of the quicker dungeons in Second Quest. If you're gonna try and confirm whether or not we have Heart Shuffle, this is one of the ones to do it in.
Yeah, and he's got some, oh, thank you, chat. They're telling me, oh, well, there's the bait block.
Very
looks like
nice.
He's going to go ahead, go through the transport staircases. He should still have two rooms over in the E column.
Antlerz finding a sword. Not the right one.
So, to answer a question in chat, what round of Swiss is this? This is week 5. This is the last week of Swiss before we head into brackets.
And I am excited to see brackets round starting up next week.
I am just hoping that I don't know. I'm just hoping to have fun. You know, I got my
Absolutely.
win. I'm thrilled.
That's kind of how I feel. I got a win that I wasn't expecting on my first tournament, so I win.
Yeah. Well, I'm wondering, did he try pushing this reverse C block?
I don't know.
Because we are Goma blocked from the top room up at the very top of the E, or the L rather, but did he actually clear this room and try pushing the block? Because I know there was an item on the floor, which can happen a lot in these reverse C rooms in level 3, but it's still worth checking.
And
there we go.
Is.
Now, we didn't see Antlerz go ahead and check this. Antlerz, meanwhile, is going to go ahead and pick up arrows while he's got the money. This is a good play.
Very good.
We don't have to clear this because there's a compass in it. He just has to dodge the blue dark nuts, and yeah, that might drop.
Yeah, normally I would say that was a useless compass, but considering we don't have to clear that room, that was a nice thing to see.
Yeah, exactly. We don't have to try to kill those guys, and this is going to tell us that the last item or heart is in fact blocked behind the Goma. So it's not the bow.
May or may not go back there, depending upon whether or not we have Heart Shuffle turned on.
Alright, Antlerz is going to find level 5 at vanilla level 1. alsoa is walking up the coast. He's going to be able to pick up his red ring here in just a minute. Oh, well, I don't think we're going very far into level 5 since it's full of whiz robes and we have no sword at the moment.
Wizrobes, Beamos, and second level bubbles. That is the trifecta of bad enemy combination.
I mean, other than the fact that we can't kill the whiz robes, other than using well, that's free. That is so free.
That's a really nice find.
Yeah, it's just sitting there. But other than the fact that we can't actually kill the whiz robes, level 5 isn't terrible. We have a red ring, so we can just pretty much stand there and take a bunch of bubble bops the entire day, and it really won't make a difference. Alsoa finds second quest level 7. Yay! I, given recent experience, feel like I'm joining the Always Never 7 club. Like the please just let me out of here now club. And we're gonna find a Patra in level 5. I think that's like only the first boss we've seen in this dungeon so far.
I think so. Though I'm watching Antlerz and I'm thinking, you know, free Triforce, no sword. At what point do you say, I'm just gonna come back?
Well, when you run out of things you can kill with that candle and find silver arrows.
Wrong.
All
There
right.
you go. Of course, right after he buys his wooden arrows, but what do you
that was a very good call on his part, and now someone finds the bow in 7. So, and he then throws a candle flame at it. Good job, Alsoa. We now know where pretty much all the pieces of the puzzle are. We have the ladder, the red ring, the silver, and the bow. This is shaping up to be a who finds all the shiny things first and gets into 9.
I'm beginning to wonder if we're going to have a half-swordless seed at this point.
Well, I mean, so in theory, it wouldn't really hurt Antlerz, especially in that 5, because Antlerz found 9. He was able to get the Triforce, he was able to get the item. So, in reality, not having the sword yet didn't really hurt him, and that red candle is usually a very good weapon. We now have level 2, which is going to look like a giant A. To answer a question in chat, we have a straight first quest overworld. So the flute blocks a single spot, the raft blocks 2 spots, and we have vanilla any roads, which, or at least we're assuming. Alsoa checked, I think, like 1, and it was vanilla, and there's that Triforce in 2. I would so take that and run, except for Antlerz hasn't found the bow yet.
All of these Triforces are coming so quick and easy.
Yeah, these are very, very free. But yeah, it's kind of funny. We have 2 people who both play and enjoy second quest. We rolled all second quest dungeons, but it's got a first quest overworld to it.
So at this point, I believe we're only missing 1 dungeon. I can't remember if it's 1 or 4.
I don't think we've seen either of them.
There was 1 dungeon. What was the dungeon in the vanilla second quest spot?
No idea.
Okay. Well, we'll find out eventually.
I don't remember actually seeing 4, so... I mean, right now, we kind of need to find a sword.
We do have a heart container on the floor of 2, which does lean us into a possible no heart shuffle, but way too early to make that call.
Yeah, until we actually have confirmation, with the 2 hearts in the 2 hearts in the staircase, then I can't really say that. Alsoa, meanwhile, has found the floor heart here in 7, so he should be working his way back to the Triforce room, which he's seen.
So chat correcting me, 6 was at 2, so yeah, you're right, we're just missing 1 and 4 now.
Yeah, it's okay, we'll get there eventually. We're going to be able to walk straight past this Goma. And Antlerz is... Maybe this is our staircase we're looking for here in level 2, because in second quest 2, it turns into an item staircase and a transport. Because again, Antlerz hasn't found the bow, so Antlerz will be searching all of the small dungeons looking for it. Until he finds 7, walks in, and goes, oh, look, there it is. Oh no! Well, we're gonna have to feed the bombs to this pancake to get out and get to our Triforce.
Oh, that does hurt, but at least he's able to get through.
Yeah, he's almost there. He's about 2 rooms away.
Oh no, he can't get through there.
Well, oddly enough, I'd have cleared that room looking for a key drop.
I think Alsoa just wants out of this 7 as fast as he can.
Which is amusing, since he actually likes Second Quest 7 and 8. But anyway, we've got a Triforce in a Triforce room. Alsoa, you know, might start looking for those types of rooms. I think he saw that the 1 and 3 wasn't in one of those, though, so it should help. Because nothing is worse than if you find a Triforce in a Triforce room, and then you just stop clearing the regular ones, looking specifically for the Triforce room.
Mm-hmm. It does like people like that.
Well, you know, it's the randomizer. Antlerz, meanwhile, is going back into... I think he's now in the middle of this A. Looks like he's heading back up in the direction of where the Triforce was.
It looks like it, yeah.
And it's always worth remembering, the Gliok will never be a push block. Ever. Because the fireballs actually interfere with the push block opening. So Fred has it hard-coded so that the Gliok, even if it is in a push block room, will not actually be a push block. It can be a floor drop, but it is not ever going to be a block that you need to push. So if you're just looking for a stair, you can skip it.
Very, very good information to know. Now, if only we could get the same thing with Patras.
Nah, I'm okay with Patras being an I mean, I don't really like Patras, but to answer a question from Chad, have we seen a Woodsword block yet in this tournament? I believe so. I think I might have actually called a race where it happened last week, but I don't remember, and it's 5 weeks, and they all blend together. As Alsoa is going to join Antlerz here in level 2. All right,
I'm just loving the fact that we're having such a nice swordless race.
I mean, this is kind of cool. These are also both players who are... Well, I know Alsoa enjoys swordless every so often. We've got a heart in the staircase in level 2. Now it's important to know we haven't seen a lot of staircase items yet, and we are shuffling the coast heart in, so that might just be our coast heart.
It might be. But at this point, you never know.
Yeah, but Alsoa, again, he's going to kind of be in the opposite case from Antlerz. He's going to clear level 2, looking for the silver arrows, which we know are in 5. So it's just
Antlerz going to...
we're just going to swap back and forth. It'll be okay. Antlerz is going to pick up his Triforce out of 2.
And he is going to get out of there. No real loss, we know.
Yeah, he got information. Information is good. Oh, hey, that's a recorder.
Looky there. That is a nice find there in the White Sword Cave.
Now, if I'm Antlerz, I finished checking the open caves that are in the area, but instead he's going to go ahead and blow the recorder. Let's see what it does today. All right, I need him to go into the cave.
Yeah, because that is an existing level in this seed. It may still be blowing to new locations.
Yeah, it looks like he's actually trying to go to a very... Oh, 3. All right,
okay, so
we've got
to original locations.
Yep, vanilla locations beaten because of the Triforce swap. It still takes you to the first quest locations.
And beaten is good. That way we've got some nice overworld travel options toward the end of the seed.
Well, yeah, it's kind of nice when you can just hop from one side of the map to the other without going through any roads or, too many screen scrolls. Alright, he's going to check these open caves, continuing to look for that sword. Hey, found it!
And there it is.
Alright, so we can now stab Wizrobes. How long do you think it is until we go back to, I don't know, level... I need to see the Triforce diagram on Antler's side, because there is a little bit of a question whether or not he did get the Triforce out of level 5.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he did or not.
Alright, meanwhile, here we go. We are going to find some more money. Alsoa is going to find the lovely and wonderful heart. This is actually going to be a faster trip through level 2 for Alsoa than it was for Antlerz. Alright, Antlerz is going to whistle back to level 3.
Gonna go check this southwest corner, see if we have anything down here.
Alright, well, I guess he's gonna bomb that on the way back out. Alsoa is headed back in the direction of his Triforce. Antlerz is going to find, okay, I like that he picked up a heart there instead of a potion.
He picked up a potion in the last take, and so he's already.
Oh, alright. Never mind. I was giving him credit for picking up all the health and making me feel better. Looks like we're gonna get a bomb purchase here, and that totally makes sense.
Per second. 20, not a terrible price.
I mean, it's vanilla. The game wanted to make sure we could actually do stuff. Also is going to pick up his Triforce here out of level 2. Now,
I just made back his bomb money.
Now, I kind of expected Alsoa, the moment he finds an arrow shop, is going to go ahead and buy an arrow. He will also be able to pick up the recorder as well. I would kind of like to see him finish some of these checks before doing that, but this works too.
Oh, Antlerz with nearly full rupees finds his third big secret. He leaves most of that money behind in that lake.
Well, unless we need bait, we really don't have a whole heck of a lot of else to buy at the moment.
That's true.
He's already got a potion. He's got arrows. All he really is looking for is the bow. Also, is going to get another heart out of a take any. And he's kind of in the right area to find his sword.
What song is that? I know what song that is, but I want to see if chat knows what song this is. And chat indeed does.
Alright, to touch on the question in chat, we still can't confirm Heart Shuffle is on or off yet. That's very true. We've only seen one heart in a staircase. Until we see another heart in a staircase, that's when we know Heart Shuffle is going to be on, or until we see an item on the floor that shouldn't be on the floor. Also is going to purchase his wooden arrows, and he's going to refill on bombs as well.
Meanwhile, Antlerz has found level 1, and with sword, he's going to be able to make quick work of this level.
He is, and there is a potential of 3 items in here. Although one of them we're not sure if Heart Shuffle's on yet, so it's just going to be a heart on the floor. Also, is going to find another take any and be 1 heart away from being potentially Mags eligible.
With us being in second quest dungeon, though, I believe it's only 2 items in this level 1.
Oh yeah, we're in the E. Blah. Have I mentioned I greatly dislike second quest?
Only a few dozen times.
I mean, it's so much nicer to just... Oh, hi, we got some troll dongos in this lovely and wonderful bracket moat room. Alright, Alsoa is headed in the right direction to eventually get his sword. I imagine we'll see a Death Armos check and the cave below Death Armos. And, of course, Recorder Lake.
Antlerz checking that room, but there will be no stair item in this one. We're looking for 2 floor items.
Alright, we got some nice, chill Moldorms. And they're not going to drop anything.
Both of our players with very full wallets and really nothing to spend them on.
I mean, Alsoa doesn't yet have a potion, so I imagine we're going to see him get a potion. And if I come across a key shop, I would totally pick up... oh, Alsoa. Sword's the other way. But alright, we're gonna get some grief checks from Alsoa.
That just leaves Antlerz with the advantage that much longer.
Well, a little bit. The nice thing so far is we've only seen 1 level that has had Wizrobes in it, and you can actually get to all the things you need with just that red candle, as Alsoa is gonna join Antlerz here in level 1. But yeah, I'd imagine if we find a key shop, while also is at 254 rupees, I have a feeling we'll end up seeing him buy a couple of keys, just to be on the safe side.
Especially with both of them being in 1, their key situation has changed.
And hey, we've had a book pickup on Antler's side. Turns out it was on the floor. There was also a floor heart, so still no confirmation of Heart Shuffle. So yeah, we've got Book as an Atlas, but again, it's second quest dungeons for two people who actually enjoy second quest, so they should hopefully know where they're going. Alright, there's the floor heart for Alsoa. Now, if we get a first sword Mags pickup, I'm going to be enjoying that thoroughly.
That is a possibility.
It is,
Absolutely.
actually. So Fury SK in, I can't remember what tournament it was, his first sword in the race he was in was a 20-minute Mags.
Oh, wow.
As
That is
Antlerz gets,
insane.
yeah, Antlerz gets his Triforce out of level 1. He's going to continue looking for, we're still missing 4, and I don't think he has seen 7 yet, or he would have the bow.
Yeah, still missing 7 on Antler's side. And I don't quite remember where 7 was. I know it was somewhere in the east.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It was it feels like it was a very long time ago, just because everything kind of is happening so fast.
Both of these runners, yeah, they've been going lightning speed. Even with 2 of us here, it's been hard to keep up. But chat, you guys have been excellent at keeping us on our toes.
Now, it'd be really nice if those gels would drop us some rubies. Or bombs, actually, for Alsoa's sake.
I love it when gels get shuffled to drop. It's always nice.
Makes my day. We're getting quite a few free keys, which is also helpful because Alsoa came in here and had to use, I think, his only key to get through the first door.
When you can walk out of one with more than 0 keys, or even better, more keys than you went in with, it's a good day.
Alright, so here's what needs to happen for Alsoa. Either the grabby hands need to be the dominant enemy, or the grabby hands need to drop him bombs, or he's not going to be able to get his Triforce the first time through.
Antler's picking up a key for 80 rupees. Not a bad price for keys at all.
Yeah, that's it's not a terrible thing. It's a lot better than like 110, which we have seen a couple of different times.
Yeah.
Alright, so we need this Darknet to go away.
Here's moment of truth here. Because that is, we know the Triforce room. He knows it's the Triforce room.
Yep, and it looks like Antlerz, among other things, among the key, he went ahead and picked up that bait because he knows that there's a chance of second quest rooms being on. Also, what are you doing?
He's looking for this other floor item, I believe.
He's murdering Spiky. And all that's gonna get him is a map.
I know what he's
right.
He's looking for a floor item, hoping it is the white sword.
I think he was hoping for a bomb drop because he got it down to a single enemy, and the only thing that was still there was the blue Darknet, which he cannot kill without a sword. Looks like our guineas did not actually shuffle. As Antlerz is gonna find, yay, level 4, and again, because Antlerz has not yet found the bow in 7, Antlerz is gonna dig as much of this as he possibly can.
And hooray for 2Q4! Everybody loves
Yay!
2Q4!
I mean, I don't dislike 2Q4 more than I dislike 2Q8, so, you know. And to answer a question in chat, the sword is 1 to the left from the bridge down in the starting location. But both of our runners got a little bit distracted. They both picked up the white sword recorder and whistled away. Antlerz just happened to whistle back to that area first. Okay, well, alright, we got a bomb drop for Antlerz. That's great.
And he's going to say no to that magical boomerang. Also going to pick up a bait for 60.
He should say Ohio. Alright, meanwhile, Alsoa is finally going to screen scroll down in this direction. This should get him his sword here in just a minute.
Yeah, this will do it right here.
Now, with the red ring, there's not really much of a chance that Death Armos is going to kill him. We're gonna get lots more money. We are back up to max money, so I have a feeling if we see another key shop, maybe we'll see him buy bombs or keys. If he keeps walking down, he's gonna get his sword.
He is using both that red candle and his bow and arrow to great effect. No sword, no problem.
Yeah, so he's gonna get it here now, though, so we're okay, thankfully.
Well, he'll definitely be happy to see that.
It's gonna be helpful, but here's one of the noticeable differences in the race. He has to go back into level 1 and get that Triforce. He's gonna finish probably checking all the open caves that are down in the area of this vanilla start, see that our hints are absolutely useless.
Yeah, I kind of feel like even though there's an even Triforce count, Antlerz does have the edge because, like you said, Alsoa is going to have to redip into level 1, and Antlerz is halfway through level 4. Alsoa's got a little catching up to do.
He does, but thankfully thankfully those silver arrows were not very hard to find. Once Alsoa finds 5, he can just stop digging dungeons. Hey, we got a rupee boss.
Have to find 7.
He does, but he will eventually. It might just take a little bit of time, and that's all the more time that Alsoa needs to be able to go back into level 1.
And who doesn't love a rupee boss? I mean, let's just be honest here.
I mean, if we didn't have the red ring, I would have possibly left it there. Like, I'm gonna take it once, and then I'm gonna up and A out of that room, just in case I need to buy stuff later.
Not a bad strategy.
It comes in handy every so often. Alright, meanwhile, Alsoa's working his way towards the forest. I want to say level 5 was maybe in a burn bush over on the forest. Antlerz is going to find the raft. Looked like he thought about not picking it up, but he's going to change his mind and go in.
Well, he still hasn't found 7, so not a bad idea to go ahead and pick that up.
And look, we've got Mag's hype on Alsoa's screen. Not that I think he's seen it yet. I mean, he should have, but I'm not 100% sure. Hey, there's some bombs for Alsoa. That's really nice.
Antlerz finding a bomb upgrade. Can't get it.
To answer a question in chat, level 9 is the burn bush directly to the north of Vanilla 1. And I know Antlerz has seen it. This current path that Alsoa is on right now, as long as he doesn't like completely veer off course again, is going to eventually take him there.
Yeah, he will definitely have that soon.
And yeah, to kind of touch on a thing in chat, Antlerz seeing 7 and leaving, I don't think he had a sword when he saw it. This is gonna get Alsoa, so this 5 might take him a little bit longer since he has a sword and can clear the whiz robes. There's the Triforce in 4 for Antlerz, but Antlerz found 7 before he had a sword. You really don't want to end up. Why are we're whistling to these skeletons? This is good.
You know, sometimes the skeletons just gotta dance.
I mean, you know, everybody likes to dance when nobody's watching.
Exactly.
Alright, so Alsoa is continuing to dig. He's skipping over some of the more difficult rooms, but I do believe he has to clear this and go south in order to get to the silver arrows, which will then have him out of 5 and done digging dungeons for the rest of the race.
Well, unfortunately, I was gonna say he wants to go down in that shutter door, but opted to go north after clearing it instead. So he's gonna have to clear that room again unless he gets back there quickly.
It's okay. I mean, it's one of those things. Antlerz is gonna go back into 7. We have a red ring, a sword, a bunch of candles, some bombs, some keys. We should be okay.
Yeah,
so we gotta pay that guy.
He thought about it. He took the heart.
And yes, it's being pointed out in chat. So, because there were bubbles in the room as we get the bow for Antlerz, and he's now done digging dungeons as well.
Yeah, that puts him in Triforce and Go mode for sure.
But yeah, because there were bubbles in the dark room where Alsoa should have gone south to get his silvers and will eventually return to, that room will not respawn until Alsoa picks up the Triforce or leaves the dungeon.
Good point. Thank you, chat, for keeping me on my toes.
I think that's like the only time I don't curse at bubbles.
Yeah, that's really the only good use they have.
Well, I mean, every so often we get a walk-through wall up at the top of level 5. Now, Alsoa should know that this could be a push-block staircase, but it's not going to have a floor drop. I feel like the patch rates rolled down.
I think so. That went down far too quickly.
All right, so Antlerz is
middle rolled up.
Yeah. All right, so alsoa now has the information that is not, in fact, the push block for his staircase. Antlerz apparently forced a bomb. Oh, this room is lovely. With the bow, he's going to be bow and arrows. He's going to be able to clear a couple more of these rooms a bit faster than alsoa was when he was in here dealing with just the red candle.
Yeah, I hate any enemy with projectiles in a spiral room, especially second quest, Stalfos.
And thank you very much for the raid to Jay Coper, who was playing 2 hours of some form of game. It looked like some Z1R, maybe? A Link to the Past.
Oh, that's a good one.
They're getting ready for another tournament coming up soon, so...
Ah.
There's this new mode called Invrosia that is kind of interesting. So it starts out with an inverse overworld, and it's like cross keys at the same time, if I understand correctly.
Interesting. I've only played a few seats of Link to the Past Randomizer. And,
there we go, also. Okay, I was a little worried he was going to turn around and grab the Triforce and leave 5 without picking up his silver arrows, which are right here.
Here we go. Now he's in the right room that he needs to be in to pick up these silvers, and once he does, he will then be in Triforce and Go mode.
And it's really nice that he is, he has a bow and arrow here already, so that he can go ahead and shoot the bunnies.
Yeah,
all right.
he has put that arrow to use.
Well, I mean, it's some... Oh, Antlerz got to pay... Antlerz has to pay a second mugger here at level 7. His health is, Ooh, yay!
He is down to 5 hearts, but with a red ring, he's still doing pretty well.
Yay! I'm getting told that I think, if I'm reading this right, I get to do comms with Jay Coper here in about an hour.
Oh, nice!
Alright, we got the Triforce out of 5 for alsoa. Okay, here we go. Antlerz is continuing to clear level 7. Now, I think alsoa had lucked into it. He took a certain... There we go.
Yeah. So that'll be Antlerz still holding on to his lead. 2 Triforces to go. Pulling that out of 7 will be really nice, but he still has to go into 5 and 8, and we all know what 8 is like.
8 is fun! With, you know, all sorts of questions, like exclamation points and stuff. Alright, we're being told that somebody saw Antlerz's Triforce chart. We weren't sure because he had kind of wandered around in 5 a little bit, and we never actually remembered him going back to get it. So we can give him credit for the Triforce in 5, and the only thing he has to do is 8.
Is 8, which does put him quite a bit ahead.
It does, especially now that he has found those silver arrows. Alright, meanwhile, alsoa is heading back to 8. He still has to find 4. The Triforce was all the way in the top left-hand corner, so that dig is going to take a little bit of time.
Now we'll have a nice little high five here, as both players are in the same room. Very, very briefly. We'll see how trolly this 8 is.
I mean,
Welcome
if you're
to the land of...
I was gonna say, if you're our runners, you're hoping that it's not super trolly, because even if you like Second Quest 8 can just be painful.
Oh, it's terrible. It's the land of many staircases.
Alright, I like the fact that alsoa is pretty much clearing every single room and not taking any staircases until 8 forces him to. Looks like he's gonna find the bomb wall. Well, he's a tanky manhandler, that's for sure.
Yeah, super handlers are always rough. He's decided enough bombs, I've got silvers.
Well, he's also got red ring, so he can stand here and just shoot the guy all day and, you know, just tank the damage. Alright, alsoa is gonna go ahead, take this transport staircase, and see where it leads him. Now, items I don't think our runners will turn down in this level 8 white sword and the Yeti key. Otherwise, I don't necessarily know that they'll be going into the staircase to grab any of it.
No, I mean, check it, grab it if you find it. Don't dig for it beyond the Triforce.
All right, Also is going to choose not to clear that room. He's going to get bubbled and find a map. Oh, wand might actually be nice too, but not necessary.
I mean, anything but a boomerang would be nice.
All right, so Alsoa does have a potion. He's going to try to bomb these 2 remaining dark nuts and quite possibly shoot the snake with arrows. Those guys felt like they went down a little easy to the bombs. Now, there is a blue bubble in here, so Alsoa will be able to get his sword back. Hey, we got permanent sword beams. Not that we've seen our runners use the sword much, but hey.
No, I believe by the end of this race, they will have used the candle far more than the sword.
Alright, so Also is going to find out this is not a push. Oh, it is a push block. He just didn't get a good push on it.
And there's the mighty banana.
Alright, yeah, we're not even going down into the staircase. Alsoa is going to try to tag that blue bubble on his way out of the room. Meanwhile, Antlerz is had to up an A and go back to start. He's now working his way kind of up towards where Alsoa's already been. Nope, looks like we're taking the staircase again.
Not a bad move. I don't think we've seen what's on the other side of the staircase. Okay, you're gonna take us further up there?
We did, but Alsoa just kind of walked through the wall to get there.
Yeah.
This is gonna bomb to the left, and then he's gonna have that manhandle the staircase that doesn't bomb any further. Yeah, those orange dark nuts are going down to a single bomb.
Yeah, they've certainly rolled down.
And now we get another one of these rooms that, you probably don't want to clear, but you'll do it anyway if we have to.
Antlerz out of 8. I believe he's going to do some bomb farming, or actually, he might be whistling to a bomb shop.
Well, I mean, still has a pretty sizable lead. He knows where 9 is. He knows, okay, we got blue dark nuts on vanilla level 1. That's good, except for they're not dropping at the moment. The red levers, however, are.
Here we go.
To answer a question in chat, Antlerz got to the sword first. Both runners were doing a great job of using the red candle to progress in dungeons. But Antlerz just he got to the sword first, and he does not have to go back into level 1 to pick up the Triforce because he had the sword.
Fortunately for Alsoa, even though he does have to dip back into 1, it's going to be a very fast Triforce for him. He knows where it is, he knows the path to get there, and he's got to go that direction anyway to get to 4.
Yeah, it's just going to take a little bit longer, and it's really going to kind of come down to how quickly can Alsoa find the Triforce here in level 8. I think at this point we have to take this staircase to get any further.
I think so, and these blue dark nuts being especially trolly to Alsoa right now.
Well, I mean, they're blue darkness. They're always trolly.
That's true.
Now, I think this is going to take us to the tail under the parenthesis.
I think so, or close to it. Okay, on the other side of this block, at least. He's going to go down for it first, and is going to be rewarded with a turnstile room. Going to regret the use of that key.
To answer a question in chat, it seems like it should have been rough, but it was only a couple of rooms in, and it was a staircase you could clear without a sword, so it really didn't take long once you got in there. Alright, we got more orange dark nuts. This is actually good for Alsoa. Maybe they'll drop him some more bombs, if they're in the bomb dropping group today.
That would be really nice. Definitely going for that fairy. What Alsoa would love to see right now, though, is a compass.
I think he'd like to see the Triforce more.
Or the Triforce, yeah.
That key is definitely a close second, though.
Yeah, we won't say no to a key.
Hey, the grabby hands, they were, well, dropping bombs, but it doesn't look like we're going to get more than one. And we're not going to get our Triforce out of that room. Alsoa is going to go... Oh, high bomb upgrade! That is beautiful timing.
He got his bombs. And we'll check and see what this staircase is. It is not a staircase, it's the any key.
Ooh.
He is going to be very happy to find that.
Yeah, see, this is kind of nice. We can now up an A and go back close to start and try to figure out which rooms we have not cleared. Antlerz is going to get bubbled and go ahead and use a potion here in this room with the dark nuts. Yeah, that's like that's the utility resource section of level 8. It's like, here, you used all of your stuff to get here, have some more.
Yep. Yeah, this is a room where the wand would really come in handy.
Yeah, well, I mean, the silver arrows are pretty good once you get the dark nuts down.
Yeah, but those dark nuts, without a sword, the only thing you can use against them is either bombs or that wand.
Well, yeah, but there was a blue bubble in the room itself, so all you have to do is, play bubble rodeo.
True. But it does take extra time.
All right, I'm going to agree with Adirondack Rick. I think the biggest changing point or the tipping point in this race so far has been the fact that Alsoa did not have his wood sword when he went into level 1. 4, he's not gonna have to dig for any of the items. Antlerz is gonna find Antlerz. There you go. He's gonna pick up the bombs off the floor. There's the Triforce out of 8.
Both of our runners know where that is. Antlerz having it. I do agree with what you're saying, though. Having had that sword as long as Antlerz had, it gave him a huge edge.
So, just to mention, guys, unfortunately, Antlerz is still having some capture problems, so we're not going to be able to switch over to his audio. But maybe if we're lucky, we can get Rick to pop in here and do some Ganon sounds for us.
Hey, that would be nice.
Hey, here we go.
Rick has been showcasing his sound skills throughout this tournament.
Alright, we have... Oh, it's the Wizrobe Bunny. It's the Wizrobe Bunny. Yay, I like this set. This fun. Is good. Rick did not enjoy that suggestion, but we're okay.
No, he didn't.
Alright, Antlerz doing a really good job of taking out the Wizrobes and the Squishies in this room here. This is kind of blocking a couple of different directions, so you kind of, you want to clear it if you can. Alright, so in this level 9, traditionally, we would be looking for a roar, which is the roar of Ganon. He's very loud and noisy, and you can hear him in any... I think we hear him now. Maybe.
Except on Antler's side right now, he is very quiet. I think he's been roaring too much in this tournament, lost his voice. We'll give it to him.
Okay, I was expecting, since Antlerz tried to bomb that wall directly, that maybe he had heard Ganon, but it turns out he didn't. But yeah, we're listening for the roar of Ganon, and we're looking for a shutter door that does not open when you clear the room, because that is where Zelda will be. And since the Triforces weren't forced into Triforce rooms tonight, there is a chance they won't be in their vanilla rooms.
Which means that Zelda door could be on any wall.
Hey, we found him!
Here we go. That was a quick Ganon.
Yeah, that's, I mean... Second Quest 2, you kind of want to check. We got a good stun lock here from Antlerz. But yeah, Second Quest 2, or Second Quest 9, rather. I can totally numbers right now. Antlerz is going to go ahead and take him down. But yeah, you want to check the ears. The ears are like a really good hiding spot, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, they do like to show up there.
Alright, meanwhile, Alsoa is continuing to work his way here through level 8 and is unfortunately not greeted by the princess.
Now, he knows where that Triforce is in 8. It's the path to the Triforce that is difficult to find.
And apparently chat's telling me that Alsoa was in the Triforce room, but he got picked up by a grabby hands.
Oh, that's the worst! I'd love to be in his stream when he found out about that. That had to be glorious. Alright,
meanwhile, Antlerz has got to clear this blue Wizrobe. He's kind of sticking with it looks kind of like he wants to do a column type search. He walks straight up this row, which is a good idea because you get view of both rooms on either side.
He definitely needs to... I believe he's explored most of the eastern part of this dungeon. It's now the western part he's going through. But yeah, that column approach, he's just going up and down, trying to find that door that opens immediately.
Well, we're going to find an old man who's kind of in the way.
Yeah, but hey, he's wishing us luck.
All right, also is going to go ahead and get the bait out of his inventory and continue heading north. He's going to be like, okay, get out of the way, jerk face. little bit of a stab there. It's okay. Antlerz, meanwhile, is down to a single heart, but he's doing a really good job dodging the Wizrobes and the bubbles on the floor.
He's got that potion ready. And he's... can only take a few more bops. He's going to try and take this... Ah, there we go. And he's got the compass, and we know exactly where Zelda is. On that left cheek, the old man was blocking our way, but now to find the route to Zelda.
Meanwhile, alsoa is in the Triforce room. He's staying away from the wall. Hopefully he'll be able to get this clear and not get grabby-handed. Wisely choosing a multiple block platform to stand on, and hey, look, we're gonna get a bomb refill. That's nice.
There we go. Triforce in hand for alsoa. Now he just has to go back and whoa, we have Zelda here. Antlerz, guys, get your GGs out for Antlerz, finishing with an official time of 55 minutes and 22 seconds.
All right, guys, let's get some GGs in chat for alsoa as well, who did go ahead and throw the immediate forfeit. You know you've got 2 levels left to dig. You know, it's going to take a while. Welcome and GGs to Antlerz.
Yo, thank you. Appreciate it.
So how about second quest and finishing with less than 6 hearts?
Honestly, I had the red ring, perma beams, wasn't too worried about giving up hearts at that point.
I mean, I was kind of hoping for shapes. I was like, we've got alsoa, who enjoys second quest, and then we have Antlerz, who runs second quest low percent. So, you know, I thought shapes would be a good little, you know, shaking it up a bit.
Well, the thing about second quest low percent is your route is pretty fragile. So, you know, second quest can definitely be pretty trolly at times, regardless of, you know, your experience in it. But it was I definitely felt good about how I played the seed. That was definitely just kind of a right way seed, I feel.
Yeah, you actually had, oddly enough, you found the silvers at the same time that alsoa found the bow. But the main thing behind this was alsoa whistled away from the wood sword cave. You actually whistled back and did all the caves and then got your wood sword before you went into level 1. For alsoa, he was still on the red candle, which means he couldn't get the Triforce and he couldn't clear it as fast as you could, which kind of started to slow him down just a little bit.
Yeah, see, I figured that I was definitely the second one with the sword, so that kind of surprises me. When I found it where I did, I almost went and checked that cave that had the wood sword before I did Candle Row, but then I'm like, it's a little more efficient to route Candle Row and then get it on my way back. And then I found the recorder and decided at the forgotten spot and decided to try it out, see if I go to, you know, unbeaten dungeons. But
you both actually did the exact same thing. Like you picked it up and I was like, okay, I wonder if we'll see him finish checking the end. And nope, you whistling away. And I was like, let's hope alsoa does. And then shoop, nope, he whistles away. But it was a really good race. You guys were both really solid in combat. And then you know, you red ordered the heck out of it. So
yeah. You guys, though, there was a lot of great swordless plays there. Finding that red candle right there at the beginning under the Armos. I think you guys found almost all the dungeons before you even found the sword.
But, yeah, I know I still had a few outstanding. My go mode was kind of finding level 4. after I found the. Well, actually, no, I still didn't have the bow from 7 at that point.
So funny thing about that, you found the silver arrows, and Alsoa found the bow at the exact same time, and spent the next like 20 minutes looking for the other item.
Oh, yikes! Yeah, that's a rough one.
But I mean, it was definitely kind of nice that the bow was only a couple of rooms into 7, and oddly enough, it was something you could have gotten to without a sword.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't remember what enemies I had to kill to get there. I guess it was probably gorillas, huh?
I think so. It was something you guys, because Alsoa actually found it before he found the bow, before he found his sword. So he actually bought arrows, and he was shooting things before he could actually stab them.
Yeah. They honestly, level 7, I was really lucky because I almost at one point after I found the bow, I almost up-A'd back to start to check that big line of rooms on the bottom, and that would have chewed up quite a bit of time. The only thing I felt really bad about was my play in level 2. That level 2 was really bad. Luckily, it's a smaller dungeon, but I wasn't paying attention and didn't go down in the right leg of the A far enough and thought I was on the bottom row. So I went all the way back up, thinking the item had to be up there. I went map, and it's like I didn't check the bottom right room. That made me pretty salty, but at the end of the day, it didn't end up being too bad.
And welcome and GG's to Alsoa.
GG's.
Yo, GG also.
So, I would like to know what level. I'm done saying level 2Q8 is a good level after this seed. I'm done with it.
Yay!
Yeah. 2Q8. That was rough. Two required Blue Lagoons. Like I'm pretty sure you had to do both of them to get to the Triforce.
I did none of them. I think there was a way around it because you could kill the Goma a couple rooms up from the first Blue Lagoon and then kind of work your way around it. My problem was I got wall mastered on the last hit of the last wall master before picking up the Triforce.
Oh no, that's rough.
Yeah, Rick was commenting on chat. Apparently, in that room, there's something wonky that happens with Wallmaster's hitboxes.
Okay, that's what I was thinking, because I thought I had either the iframes or the clearance to pick up that bomb pack without getting wall mastered, and the game said no.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it's Second Quest. The game says no a lot.
Yeah, in many different ways.
I mean, it's like, oh, you think this wall should bomb? No, never mind.
Yeah.
We were thinking we might see you pick up the Master Sword before you ever found that wood sword.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I was very much thinking about it.
I mean, it would have been kind of entertaining, and you finished the game with. So unfortunately, Antlerz got hit. I don't know what path Alsoa had taken in 7, but Antlerz got hit with 2 muggers in level 7, which ended up bringing his heart total down to 5.
And I think one in level 4 also. I could be wrong about that, but I think
I think there was another one. I don't remember if you paid him with the heart or with money, but
I think
that's
muggers.
where he was.
Yeah, I hit 3 muggers, and I paid him with the heart every single time.
I did find it kind of ironic that you guys ended up with full Second Quest dungeons, but that you ended up with First Quest money. I was like, okay, this is fair. I mean, the game's making up for giving you all Second Quest, though. You guys tend to like Second Quest, so...
I'll be honest. If the Second Quest, 8 hadn't been as bad, like, if I hadn't gotten wall mastered in 8, I probably would have kept going. That's honestly what just got me to the point of, all right, this is getting a little excessive.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
It's Second Quest. It does evil, rotten, horrible things. Though I will go ahead and say that the main difference, Alsoa, was that you both had gotten the recorder. You both ended up recording to see what it was, and you kind of went back to where you did like the burn bushes in the dead woods, but then you went up towards the grave because you had whistled away from there when all you needed to do was walk 1 screen to the right to get your sword. So Antlerz, when he had come back to that area, He picked up the sword a lot faster, which means that he had a little bit of a faster time through some of the dungeons because he wasn't trying to shuffle the enemy sets, and he could finish one in a single trip.
Yeah, I think my one was not great this seed. If I had decided to do what I should have done and just go get sword before digging things, that probably would have helped a little bit. But for some reason, I hit a candle and I said, okay, I'm just going to do it the way I used to do it, which is play swordless until I come across a sword.
I mean, technically, that's what you both did for the beginning, 15 to 20 minutes of the race. We didn't know where the sword was, but it wasn't really stopping anything. You could get to both the silvers and the Triforce in 5 without a sword. You got into 7 and got the bow and I think the Triforce without a sword. So, why not do it if it's working?
Well, and to be fair, there were just as many open caves up in the grave area where you went as there was if you had gone the other way. So the sword could have been up there. So it just came down to making the right selection.
All right, I'll go ahead and ask you. We do have another race starting right now over on SpeedGaming 2. It's a very action-packed tonight, but I'll go ahead and ask our runners, is there anything you're looking forward to for brackets, or have you maybe given, not that I know that either of you will ever need it, but have you given any thought to a remorse flag?
I have a couple options, but it's kind of gonna be based off of the situation going into if I need it.
Okay, I think that's fair. Maybe play it against the opponent.
Yeah, a little bit of that.
And how about you, Antlers? Is there anything you've thought about as far as that you're not enjoying with the flag set, or that you really wish you could see more of?
No, I mean, honestly, I like the flag set. I think it's pretty balanced for the most part. Nothing ever rolls too hard to be kind of barrier to entry for people, but also that you can roll some pretty tough seeds sometimes. So I like the variability in that. As far as remorse flag, I haven't really looked at the list, but probably whatever makes the combat the hardest.
Okay, please don't let me match against Antlers ever.
No, I'm the exact opposite.
But yeah, I think the only thing that because I've been kind of giving a little bit of thought, and for me, it's going to be item shuffle. I have a feeling. I'd like the items in the dungeons to be shuffled, just because I find it more fun, and it gives me a greater chance of finding, something shiny or a boomerang in the very beginning of the game.
Why not both?
Yeah,
well, I mean, a shiny blue boomerang is perfectly acceptable to me.
I agree. I think that flag. I like when that flag rolls on. It makes it feel less rando when that flag's not on. So.
Yeah, I was actually really glad to see that you guys ended up with item shuffle. I was like, all right, this is going to be fun. It's not going to be like scripted, straightforward like a speed run is.
Yeah, I found the book in 4 and it made me second guess myself.
Yeah, item shuffle's great, but I think for me, I would choose 0 HP enemies. Just let me slide through the levels.
Sure.
See, I'm 50-50 on that one. But anyway, guys, so starting right now over on SpeedGaming 2, we have Malkier versus Tom J. At 9 p.m. Eastern on Z1R Randomizer, we have Sea Falcon versus Fryteeth. Also at 9 p.m. on SpeedGaming Prime here, we have Kennedy J versus Sigil. Now that should be a really good race. That is 2 guys who actually started playing racing at the same time, give or take. So for 2 newcomers to be that good this quickly, it's going to be an exciting match. On SpeedGaming 3 at 9 p.m., we have Sausage Link versus Paratroopa 1. Ooh, sorry, too many words. Too many races, honestly. At 10 p.m., we have Dr. J, PhD, playing the Alan Heffley on SpeedGaming 4. And then we have also at 10 p.m. Moon Risen Phoenix versus Random Effect on SpeedGaming 2 with Fury SK and Panzer Dave on comms.
It is definitely a huge night for Z1R. If you want to hear more of CD Improv, you can find her at the Sausage Link and Paratroopa match. If you want to hear more of me, I'll be over at the Dr. J PhD and TAH match. So we're not going anywhere, neither should you.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for a great race, and thank you, of course, to MX Allen for doing our tracking in the background.
Yep, I want to slide this in there. Thanks to everybody. Won't go through the whole spiel, but you know who you are, who make this happen. So thank you to everybody, and thank you to also a very good race.
I will echo the sentiments of Antlerz without repeating.
Well, thanks both of you for such an excellent race, very entertaining, and last of all, thank you to the chat for being with us and helping us out. Now everybody get up, stretch, and get on over to Speed Gaming 2 as we get into this Malkier versus Tom J match.
Have a good night.